Even engineers mess up sometimes, but the flavor, that never fails. Stick around until the end because something unbelievable happened in this video. Look at how fluffy this is. Oh my god, it looks and tastes absolutely amazing. Today we're making the most delicious savory cake you'll ever taste in your life. Seriously, I mean it. Trust me on this. Let's get started. First, we take a cup and a quarter of authentic Nabulsi White Cheese. If you haven't tried it, it's a traditional Middle Eastern firm white cheese that's perfect for baking. We soak it in water for 10 to 15 minutes and rinse it a few times to reduce the saltiness. We still want a little salty cake, of course. Then we drain it really well before we start and cut into small cubes, just like you see here. Now, let's move on to our wet ingredients. We need 3 eggs and we are going to zest a whole lemon right over them. And before we go any further, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Save this recipe right now because I promise you will be making this again. And let me know what you think in the comments. Now we whisk that all together really well, and then we add a quarter cup of room temperature milk. Next, we're going in with a cup of extra virgin olive oil, every last drop, and we whisk it all together again. Engineer's kitchen, engineered to perfection, flavored with affection. Now for the dry ingredients. In a separate bowl, we need 2 cups of flour. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a tablespoon of sesame seeds, a tablespoon of Nigella seeds, also known as black seeds, and half a teaspoon of salt. Mix all the dry ingredients together. And by the way, I use standard measuring cups for this. Now in a small separate dish, we're taking a small container of plain yogurt. This right here is the secret to making the cake as soft as a cloud. We add a tablespoon of white vinegar. Mix it well, and then we add a teaspoon of baking soda. Pay close attention here. Look at this chemical reaction. This is exactly what's going to give us that perfect rise and fluffiness. We don't want to wait around. Pour this immediately into our wet mixture and whisk it quickly. Honestly, so worth the experiment. Try it, you won't regret it. We're gonna add our dry ingredients in 2 batches, folding everything together until we reach this exact consistency. By the way, if you feel the batter is too thick, you can always thin it out with a little bit of milk. Now, let's fold in those cheese cubes we cut up earlier. We've reached the best part, the fresh oregano, Middle Eastern Zaatar. It needs to be washed and completely drained. Look at how that beautiful green color breaks up the white. Gently fold it in with a wooden spoon, making sure the cheese is distributed so every single bite has a melted cheese surprise. Oh wow, the smell of the fresh oregano is already filling the kitchen. Seriously guys, we're really bringing out the flavor here. Here is a key tip you don't want to miss. Because of the reaction from the yogurt mixture we added, the cake batter shouldn't sit out. It needs to be in the cake pan and into the oven within 2 to 3 minutes. So let's grab our cake pan, brush it with a little olive oil, and pour our batter right in, spreading it evenly. I actually saved a few of those cheese cubes and some fresh oregano leaves just for garnishing. We scatter them on top of the cake, just like you see here, and finish it off with a sprinkle of sesame and Nigella seeds. Quick tip, don't open the oven for the first 20 minutes or it will be deflated. Now this is the exact moment I was supposed to pour myself a warm cup of black tea with sage. It's something we always drink at home, so comforting. But honestly, the excitement and the smell made me forget about the tea and the entire kitchen. I tried to get out of the pan a few times, but unfortunately, this is what happened. Here is the result. See? It was insanely fluffy that it literally broke and fell apart on me. But we don't even care because the taste is out of this world. It's a total flavor explosion. Just look at this texture inside. Try it this way. Trust me, you'll love it. I guess the cake got a little too excited. It couldn't hold itself together. I just had to share this little adventure with you because the flavor and texture are absolutely worth it. Don't forget to follow me. Bye! Now I'm gonna go make that tea I forgot about. Let me know what's your favorite drink to have with a slice like this.